guys, Eric and Roth here to talk about Hannibal. The premiere episode is airing this week. We know there is a lot of serial killer TV right now, for whatever reason in the zeitgeist, but we would both say check this one out for sure.
Absolutely. I think there's some good, Dexter's coming back on the air. Bates Motel is on right now, which I really love. But this is a great one. You guys are going to really want to check this out if you're a fan of the genre at all, if you're a fan of this series at all. And that may surprise you because there was a lot of resistance to people that love the Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, understandable trepidation about this. It's like such a beloved character. There's been a lot of sequels. There's already been a prequel. You have another actor stepping into the shoes of such an iconic character.
Again.
And I have to say, it all works. And I really think that, you have to say it's thanks to Brian Fuller. If you don't know his name, he created Pushing Daisies. He produced Wonderfalls, and he wrote for Heroes, the first season, the one we all loved. And he has such a talent and such a great genre flair. He brings it to this project completely.
Yeah, I mean, this has really unique tone to it, and it's sort of structured. The pilot was directed by David Slade, and I think that you can really see that he is setting up a visual palette that's going to deliver the information in a way that's incredibly engaging. And what's that information? And the character that we're really going to see this through is Will Graham, who's the profiler. So it's about Hannibal Lecter, but it's really about Will. And we've seen this cat and mouse game. We've seen the profiler who does it all. This show finds a way to do this in a very unique way.
Yeah, I love Will. I think he's a great character. And again, kind of what Roth said, it's like we've seen a lot of profilers on TV and the people who can get inside the mind of a killer. Yes, that would describe Will too, but the way they do it is so cool. The way that we see, first of all, visually, David Slade's direction, and the fact that, yes, he completely sees how the killer committed the crime, but also we see the damage that's doing to Will's psyche and the fact that it's really affecting his ability to sort of have interpersonal relationships because of his almost supernatural ability. There's no powers in this show, but just the way it's portrayed, it's very cool.
Yeah, there's a cost to it, and I think that we won't say what it is, but it's attached to a real world condition that makes a lot of sense because to my mind, any level of brilliance that's that unique, that's that specific, that's that far and above what anybody else can do, and it really is special what he can do. He can really put himself into the mindset of the killer and the victim. That comes with a price tag. That kind of brilliance always comes with a price tag, and that's part of what the show is doing. Like, what is the damage? What is the cost of having this ability? The other part of it is you have to give somebody that Hannibal Lecter would really be interested in.
Yeah.
I mean, Clarice Starling was a fascinating character. I've read the whole series. I love the change that they've made with this character. It makes me believe that Hannibal would invest in him, that would pursue him, that would want to be a part of his life.
Yeah, this is someone Hannibal Lecter would say, I find you interesting.
Yeah.
I want to stick around with you for a while. And then also, let's talk about the horror of it all, because I know that there was a lot of people wondering, can this show feel, sort of fully realized on network TV at all? Wouldn't it feel a show that would be better suited on cable? Having seen the first 5 episodes, I'll tell you, I don't feel like they held back in any way. Maybe on the language side and the nudity side, but as far as the actual, here's the goods with horror and gore, it's all there.
Yeah, the gore is on the floor for sure. But more than that, and I think more important to me, because there's a lot of gore in a lot of shows these days, let's face it.
Yeah.
But it's scary. I mean, I was actually really, and I do not scare easily, I really don't, but there was a moment that I went, oh my God, I'm actually afraid right now. Because he was so able to fully empathize, so was I. And suddenly I was in the position of that victim thinking about what was happening to them in that moment.
Yeah, it is scary, it's creepy, and then thanks to Brian Fuller, there's still a nice sort of macabre sense of humor
and
throughout
play.
the whole thing.
And Hannibal's the one that brings a sense of play. And I was saying it's less like a game of cat and mouse and more like Hannibal's just the spider kind of crawling up his arm. Is he going to notice?
Yeah.
That's kind of the game that's in play right now.
And I'll tell you, there's things to come on this show that I legitimately was sort of grossed out by and saying that's really sick. So if you're like me and enjoy that sort of stuff, this one's going to be for you on that level too. So yeah, really recommend Hannibal. It's on a tough night, tough time slot, tough network right now.
NBC, 10 o'clock. Not maybe the best track record, but give this one a shot.
Give this one a shot. I gave it a 9 out of 10, and I hope you like it too. Thanks, guys.